Hello, you're watching weekly review of the US stock market presented to you by ИнстаФорекс TV team with me, Kate Недачина. The US stock market ended the 2015 year with the worst results since 2008. It reduced the investors' expectations for growth in 2016. The Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, which includes the shares of 30 companies, ended the year 2.2% down, while the S&P 500 lost 0.7%. 6 out of 10 sub-indexes of the S&P 500 decreased in 2015. The ended year wasn't bad for all stocks. For instance, the Nasdaq Composite rose by 5.7% by the results of 2015. Netflix and Amazon.com shares looked the highest rises among the S&P 500 companies, showing growth of 134% and 118% respectively. The trading session in the New Year's Eve wasn't very successful for stock indexes, as all three indicators consolidated in negative territory. On Thursday, the Nasdaq Composite dropped by 1.2% to the level of 5,007.41 points. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped by 1% to the mark of 17,425.03 points. Apple stocks fixed the largest retreat, tumbling by 1.9%. On Wednesday, the S&P 500 stood in positive territory, but on Thursday, the index missed its chance to rise and shrank by 0.9% to 2,043.94 points by the year's results. A prolonged decrease in the commodity market was one of the reasons of the US stock market ending the year in the red. A slump in crude prices had a negative impact on stock and debt markets. Economic statistics published on the last day of the previous year was quite discouraging. The report on US unemployment claims showed a rise of 20,000 to 287,000, logging the highest increase since February. Another report indicated that Purchasing Manager Index in Chicago sank to the lowest score since July 2009. The year of 2015 was successful for most European markets. Still, many investors expected higher results. The stock Europe 600 rose by 6.8% over the year. In Asia, the Shanghai Composite ended the year 9.4% up, despite the August tumble of 40%. Shares of energy companies soared into the final trading hours, closing the last session of the year on an upbeat note. The energy sector topped the growth list among the S&P 500 companies. In particular, shares of the U.S. energy company Southwestern Energy Company rose by 13% according to the session results. Shares of other oil and gas conglomerates such as Range Resources, 1OK, and Williams companies closed in the black as well. At the same time, the shares of Forex rose by 7% on Thursday after the hedge fund billionaire Stephen Cohen reported purchasing of 5.3% stake in a biotech company. The news came out only a few days after the shares of Forex plummeted by 80% in one day on the back of a reported failure at the latest stage of a clinical trial on one of the firm's drugs. You have watched weekly review of the US stock market presented to you by ИнстаФорекс TV channel with me, Kate Недачина. Stay tuned with us.